Hi everyone, welcome to Shine On Yoga for Camp Nanama Shine On Camp. We're so happy that you're joining us, and I just want to go over a couple of rules. First, I'll introduce myself. I'm Jill Clark. I'm one of the PTs up at the Burn Unit, and we have some wonderful guests with us today. We have Michael and Amy Kahn. You know Miss Amy from teaching you yoga at all of our burn camps, and Michael is a firefighter, and he makes a lot of our meals, and so we really appreciate them being here to do family yoga with us tonight. Okay, couple of rules. We want you to be comfortable, have fun with your family, have a time to be playful. This is a time to be playful, so don't be too worried about getting the poses right. This is kid yoga after all. If you need to use a chair to keep your balance, please just grab one and you can use that. We'll be showing the full pose and also a modified pose afterward. Another thing I want you to remember is that yoga is about listening to your body and figuring out your own breath. We teach yoga up at Camp Nanama in order to allow the kids to figure out a way to calm themselves down. That's what we help them do with a lot of our programming up at Camp Nanama. You can change how you feel and how you move and all your emotions by how you breathe. So we're going to be doing some movement, and we're going to be combining that with breathing. The kids that have been to Camp Nanama have done this before. So don't be nervous. Have fun. Oops, one more thing. If you are wearing shoes, you can take them off, but if you're wearing stocking feet, you might slip if you don't have a yoga mat, which you totally don't need to do yoga. But make sure you take your shoes off, so you can either have shoes on or shoes and socks off, and then it will be better for you so you won't slip and hurt yourself. And with that, we will start our yoga. First, we'll start with just some centering breath. Stand with your feet apart, nice, straight, and tall. And take a breath in, reaching your arms over your head. Breathe up. And as you exhale, bring that breath down to your body. Then you can take your arms wide, take a big breath in. And then pull all that energy into your heart as you exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. And breathe out. Inhale. And breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Breathe out. And inhale, breathe in, and exhale, breathe out. Nice job. Let's take just a minute, and you can just put your hand on your chest and see if you can feel your heart. Is your heart going fast or slow? How are you feeling right now? Do you feel Are you a little bit excited about burn camp? Are you nervous about doing this all with your family? Just take a minute and tune in to how you're feeling. You can keep your eyes open, or you can close your eyes. Nice job. You can wiggle your legs, you can wiggle your arms, and get ready. It's really important to do a warm-up first. So we're going to do something called a sun salutation. It's not going to be the full sun salutation, but it has a lot of the poses that we're going to be using this week during yoga. So the first thing you do is bend your knees and take your arms and scoop your arms up high, just like we did with our breathing exercise. And bring your hands down to your heart. And bend your knees again. And reach your hands down. Look at that, another breath. That was perfect. That was perfect. Reach your hands down You don't have to touch the ground and you don't have to touch your toes. We just want you to be able to get a little stretch in your back. Now step back with both your feet and put your hands on the ground and step back into what we call a plank pose. Nice long back, nice long legs. Take a breath in and out. And Amy's going to show us the full pose, and Michael's going to show us a different pose that you can modify. He's going to get on his knees. Lower yourself down to the ground and lift up just a little bit. Now you don't have to go as high as Amy and Michael are doing. They are professional yogis. They are fantastic. You can just do just a little bit. That's to open up your chest and relax your body. You can put your arms forward and have the grass tickle you. And breathe out, put your head down. Place your hands flat on the mat, tuck your toes under, and push back into a downward facing dog. And again, with this pose, you don't have to have your legs straight. What you really want to do is get your hips up towards the sky. So bend your knees and have a nice long back. You can turn your head side to side, just kind of relax a little bit. It's kind of nice to be upside down. It gives you a different way to look at the world. Good, and now Michael and Amy are going to look up. Now you can do something really exciting. You can hop up or you can just step up your feet towards your hands. Beautiful. And then they're going to take a great big breath and lift their arms up high. And bring their hands down. Let's do that one more time. Breathe up really high. Now breathe out and bend down, bend your knees and reach down towards the ground. Take another breath up, just lifting your head. Step back into a plank pose. So your hands are on the ground, your feet are behind you, your body's nice and straight and strong. And then you can lower yourself down either on your toes or on your knees down into a little cobra pose. Just picture a little snake lifting its head, stretch around, wiggle around. That feels good. And take a breath out, bring your head down. Nice. Now you can keep your hands flat, tuck your toes under, and push yourself back up into a downward facing dog. Yep, you can move your feet around so that they are comfortable. Sometimes it feels good to kind of push your heel, pedal your feet just a little bit. Just to feel nice and stretched out. Take one more breath out. Now you can step your feet forward or you can hop your feet forward. Good job. And another big breath in, lifting your head up. Bring your arms all the way overhead. And bring your hands down to your heart. Very nice. You guys feel warmed up? Okay, check with your family, kids. Check with your family.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Because we want to make sure that we stay nice and warmed up. Okay, now we're going to do some very, very fun partner poses. The first one we're going to do is what Miss Amy calls the Titanic pose. So most of you are too young to have seen Titanic, but I'm sure you've seen this particular scene. So Michael is going to just gently stand behind Amy. And Amy's going to reach her arms back. This is kind of trust, so you might be able to do this with more than one member of your family, but let's just try it with two so you can take turns. And Amy's going to lean forward and open her chest on a big breath in, and Michael's going to stand really strong. See how his legs are nice and strong? And Amy's going to take a big breath in and blow that out. Very nice. Let's take one more breath. Good. All right, now Amy is going to trade places with Michael. And you may not think that people of different sizes can do these kinds of poses, but you actually can. So Amy is going to stand really strong. She's going to be really gentle with Michael's shoulders. They're going to have a nice, strong grasp of their hands. And then Amy's going to pull back as Michael leans forward and brings his chest open. And he says, "I'm king of the world."
I'm king of the world.
Excellent. Take another breath there. Good job. Yeah, you can lean more forward. Look at that, because Amy's strong and Michael's strong. So this is, this is how we get support from our families. That's pretty darn cool. Good, and take a big breath in and step back. Now, if you want to take just a minute and try it with 3 people, you can do that with your family. So I'm going to come in, and we're going to all we're going to hold each other up big and strong. So Amy and Michael and I are all going to stand up together. We're going to take a breath in and lean forward. So you have to pay attention to how each other is feeling. And that is a really nice stretch. Okay, and we'll stand back up. Nice job. Thank you. Thank you for not dropping me. Thank you. Thank you. So if you have a lot of people in your family, I wonder if you could do that all together. You can take just a minute and stop this presentation and see if you can do that all together. But for now, we're just going to move on a little bit. Our next one that we're going to do is our warrior pose. So our warrior pose, we can stand, Amy and Michael are going to stand together, or stand facing each other, excuse me. And you might want to get a little closer. And you're going to take a big breath in and raise your arms over your head. And then you're going to step back with your right foot. So they're opposite. Nice big breath. This is warrior 1. This is a really strong pose. So make sure that your knee is not going far over your ankle and then it's not turning in or out, just so you feel nice and strong. Excellent job. Now I'm going to ask them to step forward towards each other so that the insides of their left feet are together. Left feet? Either way. There you go.
Our right feet.
Perfect. And step back and then do your warrior. And you can bring your hands together and see if you can support each other.
Like this?
Yep. How strong does that feel? Pretty good?
Do we lean back again?
You can lean back again. You can look up at that sky. It's such a beautiful day. Look how nice and strong that is. But you have to keep your balance. That's fantastic. Good job. Do you care if you lose your balance?
No.
No, you just get it back. Good job. And now you can stand up again. Bring your feet together and let's step back with the other leg. So whichever one you didn't have forward before, because you can't be uneven or you'll be like a duck with only doing things on one side and that won't work. Good. Nice big breath in and out and hold each other up. Lean back, look at the sky. Beautiful. Fantastic. Okay, very good. The last thing that we're going to do for our poses today is a very, very fun pose called lizard. Yes, you guys are awesome. Lizard on a rock. So who wants to be the lizard and who wants to be the rock? Amy is going to be the lizard first, and Michael is going to be the rock. So if you are the rock, you need to get down into something we call child's pose, which is a very nice, comfortable pose. You can keep your knees wide if that's comfortable for you. And you stretch your arms out in front of you, And here's the important thing about being the rock. The rock cannot move. You're a rock. So unless somebody comes and picks you up and takes you around, you're the rock and you do not move. Now Amy is going to sit on the rock. It's a nice rock that she would like to just take a little stretch with and enjoy the sun. And so Amy's gonna lay back on the rock, stretch her arms overhead. That's a lovely back bend. These two are an excellent lizard and rock combo. So if you're not feeling comfortable being the rock or the lizard, that's okay. But this is kind of a fun one. And so the kids can try it together, the adults can try that together. Make sure if you need some help getting up after being the lizard or the rock that you ask someone in your family to help you up. Okay, one more breath, Amy. And then you can get up. And Michael's going to help you get up because now the rock can move. This is a fantastic rock. Very nice. Okay, so now guess what?
I'm the rock.
Amy's going to be the rock and Michael is going to be the lizard. He's been waiting all day to be the lizard. So Amy's going to get into her rock position. She can have her knees wide, and you kind of have to talk to each other. Even though Amy's a rock, you want to talk to each other. So Michael is going to just lean back and open his arms wide. And if the rock is feeling any, yes, she's more of a pancake rock at this moment, but that looks really good. So Amy's getting a nice stretch through her back. Michael is too, and you're supporting each other. That's nice. Thumbs up from Amy. Amy's gonna bring her arms up and help Michael get out of the rock position. And then I think you'd better say thank you very much, say namaste to each other for being such good lizards and such good rocks. Very nice. I like that. Okay.
Do you want us to demonstrate when the lizard sits on the ground and then leans over? Were you sitting on the ground?
I'm sitting in you.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, you can demonstrate that. So this is a different modification, and I'm gonna let you kind of get into that position. So it's where the lizard kind of sits on the ground next to the rock.
Okay.
Michael's back to his favorite rock pose, and Amy is going to just kind of lean up against him. And that's a much more gentle way of doing that. So if it ever feels a little scary to get all the way into that lizard pose, or if you're scared of being the rock, that you might get squished. Amy, did you get squished?
I'm okay.
She's fine. She's fine. They did a great job. So that's another way that you can modify it. So people of different sizes can do this together. Excellent. We are getting close to the end of our yoga session for today, so I'm going to have my wonderful friends Amy and Michael sit down on the ground. When you sit on the ground, sometimes it's nice to sit on a pillow or a bolster or a cushion because it's easier to sit. And you can sit however it feels more comfortable to you. So you can put your legs out in front of you and lean back, or you can lie down if you want. But this is a little grounding exercise. Sometimes when you get nervous and feel stressed, it's important to not worry too much about the future or stress out about what happened yesterday. And you just want to bring yourself into the right now. So right now, as we're sitting outside, I want Amy and Michael to close their eyes. Take a breath in and let it out. And with your eyes closed, I want you to just listen to what you hear. What can you hear? Now you can open your eyes and look around. What do you see? In your home or in your backyard? Do you see your family? Do you see some flowers? Some stacked rocks? When you had your eyes closed, did you hear birds? Maybe the refrigerator turning on and off, or the air conditioner turning on and off. Did you feel your family maybe wiggling next to you, so feet are scuffing, and maybe your brothers and sisters are poking each other just a little bit? That's important. All that stuff is happening right now. It's not happening yesterday, and it's not happening tomorrow. It's happening right now. And you can close your eyes again. What can you feel? Can you feel the grass on your toes? The carpet under your feet? The blanket under you? Can you feel your body right there on the ground, nice and solid? If you're sitting in a chair, can you feel the chair underneath you? And maybe you've had a snack right before we did yoga. So see what you can taste. Can you taste your peanut butter and jelly sandwich that you had for lunch? And what can you smell? Take a big breath in. What can you smell? Maybe you can smell fresh cut grass if you're outside. Maybe you can smell dinner that your family's cooking for this evening. Maybe you can smell breakfast that you had. So every time you feel worried or stressed, see if you can take just a minute and check in with yourself and see what you can see. Pay attention to hearing what you can hear, what you can feel, what you can taste, and what you can smell. And know that right here and right now, in this very moment, you are safe, and you're well, and you have your family around you. Let's take one more big breath in. You don't have to lift your arms, just take a big breath in and blow it out. One more breath in and out. And you can open your eyes. You can turn to your family, and we'll end our yoga class in our traditional way. We have a Sanskrit word that means the friend in me sees the friend in you. It's namaste, and we say that as a thank you to each other. So that's how we'll end. You can put your hands on your chest or bring them together at your heart. Namaste.